Welcome to my UBL draft analysis. We are in a YouTubers league. I will probably put everybody's name in the description below. It's a couple cool people, but our draft just happened the other day, and I wanted to get a draft analysis for you guys. So, we started off with megas, and I wanted a mega with really good. Is a that could be a wall breaker, could recover. You could run, you could run kind of anything with it, and that was Mega Caesar. Not really having used him competitively, but I pretty I I used it a couple times, but I like it. It has access to a lot of things. Bullet Punch for priority, Iron Head, Morning Sun for recovery, and Roost. Swords Dance, you could be a Swords Dance sweeper. Agility Bat and Pass to get some nice, what's it called? Forgot what it's called, but run special, physical, so many ways that's why I like him. He has the technician ability, so I can run like aerial ace will get boosted. Um, yeah, has really good base stats in attack and defense. You could put all this up to special defense, so you can live some hits and pack a punch. Going on to our next pick, our second round pick, Rotom Wash got picked before me. That was gonna be my first pick, and then somebody picked it, and so the next best thing is Manaphy. Manaphy is really. Hold up, let me fix this real quick because I don't think you guys saw the half them on. But this thing is really good. Mostly used as a sweeper, tail glow sweeper, but I like running some unpredicted things. So, um, yeah, I needed a water type to counter the fire type weakness that I had for Mega Caesar, and it mostly for the fire type and the fighting type because it has pretty high defenses. So this thing is a setup sweeper. You could run sub. I think it has recovery with Aqua Ring, but that's not really a good move. But it has some recovery. But it has Heal Bell to heal all my Pokemon. And has really good base stats. Now on to our last OU pick. I'm forgetting. Oh, I'm forgetting Tyranitar. That's who I forgot. I'll put him up in a sec. No, he was my last pick. I'm gonna put up Tyranitar. Tyranitar was our second pick, or our third pick. This thing, I have been using it. Using it in competitive battling lately on like auras and stuff. Choice Bandit, Choice Scarf, really good mon. Help on eating fire type moves. It can eat up electric type moves, and yeah, it's pretty much T-Tar Rock Setter too. That's what I needed. Really needed a Rock Setter. And now going on to our third pick, which was Kieran Black. Now, funny thing, I had a chance to get Victini. The dude who picked after me, which was Sparky. Sparky. I did not realize I thought Victini was already gone. I wasn't really paying attention because I was cleaning. And Kieran, um, Kieran Black. I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna get this offensive powerhouse with the dragon type. And I got Kieran Black, not thinking. I'll try to. I'm gonna really try to work a deal to get Victini because I could have had him. But I couldn't. But Kieran Black, this thing, you can run choice band, assault vest. This thing is powerful, rocking 170 base attack. Look, this thing is nasty. It's just so offensive. Just needed a real offensive mon, just a mainly offensive mon. And this thing is plus it has like the mold breaker effect, so I could hit things like Rotom Wash with Earth Powers. Has a really good move pool. And yeah, Kieran Black. I'll probably nickname all these two. Now, this far into the draft, I was like, I had the third pick in the UU draft. So, I had to get this thing, the bulk of all. Florges, whatever, how you ever want to pronounce it. But this thing is pretty defensive. I needed a fairy type to get rid of all, to eat up fairy types. And I have the fairy steel dragon core. That's what I was kind of working towards. Really utility mon, a moment therapy, heal bell, wish, go run wish, protect 1 week. Really good offensive mon. Really good grass move pool. So I don't really need a grass type. Okay. I gotta run through this fast because I don't really have any time. But our fourth pick, I was thinking, man, I need a ground type. So I had a couple options. I was gonna go with Mamoswine, or who was it? Somebody else. But that would give me like too many weaknesses in the fighting area because Caesar, Kyurem, and him. And Caesar, Kyurem, and T-Tar. So, you know what? I was like, you know what? I'm going to pick up this thing. Mostly probably going to be used as a sheer force life force variant. I might switch it up just to confuse. But this thing, I've also been using this on Oras a lot. It has a really, really good move pool. I love its move pool. It's these sheer force life orb Nidoking is just too powerful. I could run a choice scarf. And I need another poison type to get rid of all this fairy weakness too. So I come in and eat fairy type moves. Okay. Now to our last UU pick goes to Goodra. This point in the draft, I was like, I don't know what do I need. So I was going through the list that we had, and I saw Goodra, and I was like, nobody picked this up, and you might as well. It could put a assault vest on it, and it's eating any special move. I just had to pick it up. I was just so amazed that it went that deep in the draft, and I don't know. I might trade Karen Black because that would give me that's another fairy weakness. One of those two are gonna get maybe get traded. I'll keep you guys updated. But this Gudra is another one of the mons that I think should go up a tier because it's just too good in UU. It has a amazing move pool. You can run a choice specs Draco Meteor. Has the GUI ability that is really good against physical mons. Puts some physical bulk in him and slap a assault vest. He's eating anything. Okay, let's go to our RU picks. So hold up real quick. UBL 2. So I'm looking like some pretty good mods. So our first RU pick is Bronzong. I needed a real psychic type only setup mod that could set up lights, dual light screens, set up rocks for me. I have a couple rock setters on this team, but something that I needed a real psychic type because I had a weak. What did I have a weakness to? I forgot. But Bronzong is pretty good defensively. Has really good defense and special defense. Has two of the best abilities for it. Is fire heat proof, which has fire attack moves, and levitate. I don't know which one's better, but I'll be switching in between. Or you could just go straight offensive, heavy slam, heavy metal. Pretty good offensive. Not really an offensive threat, but it's pretty good. Going on to our second RU pick is Confagorous. Or I don't know how. I needed. I've been waiting to draft this thing in a league because I'm in like 5 leagues. I don't know how I keep up with my life, but I've been waiting to get this mon. I have a lot of sets that I want to run with this mon. And I love Confagorous, one of my favorite ghost types. It could set up toxic spikes, get a Will-O-Wisp. It could be offensive, defensive, utility. I like mons that could be all around, besides speed-wise. Now going on to a third RU pick is Tangrowth. Tangrowth is, I believe it should be UU. This thing, amazing move pool, nice attack stats, nice special attacks. He's probably mostly going to be a knockoff user because I don't know why. But I feel like he's going to be putting in a lot of work this season. He has the regenerator ability. That's another reason. I want to have a lot of recovery on this team. So I would probably work more towards recovery on this team. So this thing is not really good special defensive, but regular defensive, it could live a hit. Now on to our third. Not our third, but our, what is he? NU/PU picks. So I was talking with my brother, and I was like, I need a flying type, and I need a rock setter, and he said Archeops. Archeops, in my opinion, the best setup. Focus Sash he has Stealth Rocks, he has Toxic, he has U-Turn, he has Roost Recovery, Taunt, Defog, not Crunch, but Defog. Just, but his ability is kind of makes him not go up. He has a really bad ability while this Pokemon is at half health, his attack and special attack are dropped. So this won't be a real attacker for me. I'll just probably run a utility set. Now on to our second RUPU pick. We have Lord Helix himself. Now this thing could do some damage. I was watching Shady's. I watched Shady's pack and build team builder, and he dang near swept with Omnistar. A Shell Smash Omnistar is just so good. You just have to be careful what happens. You could run Shell Armor so it doesn't get critted and killed. Weak Armor is pretty good because if you run a sash on this thing, you just bring it in. Weak Armor hits him, speed raised by 1, and then you Shell Smash. You're pretty much outspeeding everything, and you could just go for huge ancient powers, blizzards, surf, scalds, and all that good stuff. And it could be a rock setter or a spike setter. Now, with my last pick, I was like, I was gonna choose Raichu, but that's too much ground weaknesses, because that's too many ground weaknesses. So I was like, I've never seen this Pokemon used in anything, never. And I was like, I'm gonna pick Emolga. And after the draft, I go on Showdown to check out its moveset, and oh my god, I don't know why this thing hasn't been. It could be a Volt Switcher, a U-turner. It's pretty fast, but it doesn't have really good base stats. I'll probably be running Motor Drive most of the time, but this thing is pretty good for what is it, a PU mon. I'll take it. Has knockoff, nuzzle to get them paralyzed, could bat and pat. See, this is what I was going over. See, there's certain things that I could just agility, bat and pass, just set up and just bat and pass everything out. And Emolga only has one weakness, two weaknesses actually, ice and rock, which I could get around. It could outspeed a lot of things. So if he goes for does this thing get up? You could run an HP fighting just to knock him out. Choice specs HP fighting. That would be good. But anything else? I feel like we had a good draft. I like this team a lot. Maybe a couple things I could do here and there, trades I can make. But if you have enjoyed this draft analysis, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Click that thumbs up button. Subscribe for more Pokemon videos, and dang it. If you guys want to see more UBL stuff, and we'll be battling either this week or next week. I think it will be this week that we'll start battling. But if you have enjoyed this video, make sure to click that thumbs button and hit subscribe for more. I've been the Shiny Victini. Bye.